Hey guys, Brian delivers you the goods here. I'm returning to you for another premiere video, but this is premiering tomorrow night. So hopefully you guys will enjoy this premiere. I think I'm gonna premiere it at like 7 p.m. on the 28th. So this is for a new album review, and if I don't premiere it on the 28th, you'll see it on the 29th or sometime around then. But if I do premiere it on the 28th, I'm still a little undecided right now, but I'll make a decision and let you know what I decide to do. So, new album review for Slipknot's new album, The End So Far, that I just got done listening to for this 2022 new album of theirs. So, I'm going to discuss what I listened to for Slipknot's new album, The End So Far album, and let you know my thoughts on this new 2022 album, which consists of 12 tracks on this album. So let's dive into this album review. Now it starts with the 5 minute and 40-second song Adderall, and that's kind of a weak start, honestly. The production in it and the mixing is kind of off with this one. I was not really pleased with this track. I don't hate it, I just think it's a decent effort, but Corey Taylor didn't sound bad singing wise in this track, but it's just the mixing in this song was pretty off. So I was like really torn that I have to give it like a 4 out of 5. And that's the rating I'm giving it, a 4 out of 5, because it's weaker than that Yen song on this album. Um, the Dying song, Time to Sing, personal favorite of mine. I really like how it starts off and then goes really heavy with Corey Taylor screaming, and the instrumentation in the track is sounding really good, and it's just a headbanger for sure. It's making me feel like I'm reliving old Slipknot days with this song. But it's still a really good track and a banger for sure. So the Dying song, Time to Sing, is getting a 5 out of 5 still. You can definitely go check out my track review I did for it back in July. Think you'll enjoy it. Next song is the Chapeltown Rag. Um, I thought it was called the Chapeltown Rag at first, but I pronounced it wrong at the time. Believe I reviewed it last November, and this was a pretty much a banger of a track for sure. And sorry, my eyes getting a little itchy. Um, Pretty good song. There's a little bit of experimentation with this track, but I really like it with how it's sounding overall, and the mixing and production is doing very well with this track. So 5 out of 5. Yen has really grown on me a lot more. I wasn't sure if I was liking it at first. Um, but I think I'll give it a 5 out of 5 because there are some good clean vocals from Corey Taylor and some good screams from time to time in this track, with Corey Taylor screaming and clean singing at the same time. But it does very well, mixing wise, and I thought it was not gonna be my favorite song at first, but it grew on me throughout time, so 5 out of 5. Hive Mind is a banger for sure. It's a really good song, definitely something to headbang to. Uh, I think instrumentation wise, it did very well, and just the execution of the track with Corey Taylor's delivery for his vocals and his scream vocals are amazing in this track, and I highly recommend you check this one out. This is my personal favorite too, along with the Dying song. Uh, so 5 out of 5 for Hive Mind. Warranty's another banger of a track. I'm starting to feel like we're getting some really good tracks on this final album for their Roadrunner label or whatever, because this is their last album with Roadrunner Records and all that. So they're going to be finding a new record company to be signed to for their 8th studio album. But who knows? We might get another album from Slipknot in due time, but we'll just wait and see. But still, Warranty, pretty much a banger of a track, so 5 out of 5. It definitely rocks for sure. Medicine for the Dead, is a very experimental track. There's quite a bit of experimentation with this album, and they mix it up pretty well with certain songs. Adderall being the worst of them all. Adderall I just wasn't feeling for. It was not a good start for the album, but the rest of the album does do a lot better. So it picks it up as it goes along. So Medicine for the Dead was pretty interesting of a track. It was 6 minutes and 16 seconds, but a really good song. I really liked it. Corey Taylor's clean vocals in it were good, and then his screams at the chorus as well, along with his clean vocals, sounded really good. So 5 out of 5. Acidic was another good track. It had some experimentation with this one, but I think it personally, in my opinion, did very well. So 5 out of 5. I don't really hate this song. I just uh, didn't know where I stood, if I was on the fence with certain production and mixing on this track. But it pleased me with Corey Taylor's clean vocals in this song, so 5 out of 5. Heirloom, definite banger for sure. It sounds really good, even with Corey Taylor's screams and his clean vocals. Sound amazing in this track, so 5 out of 5. H377 is another banger. Pretty heavy song for sure. And Corey Taylor does this rap thing with his screams, and it sounds pretty good, and I really like it. So 5 out of 5. Desade, I believe is how you pronounce it. Desade, or however you pronounce it. If I'm pronouncing it right, let me know. If not, remind me in the comment section below. But still, Desade was a pretty enjoyable song. It had a lot of clean vocals from uh through majority of the track with Corey Taylor singing, but then he mixes it up a bit more with his voice, plays with his vocals a bit more, and then does a scream where he sings D Sod towards the end of the song, and it sounds really good. And finally, we get to the finale, which is called Finale, and pretty interesting closer to the album. I really liked it. So 5 out of 5 for this one. It ended the album pretty well, and it had that choir, weird haunting choir singing in the background, the oh kind of thing. You'll know when you watch the music video for the Dying song, Time to Sing. I think it's towards the end of the music video, but I can't remember for sure. I'd have to watch that music video again because I really enjoyed that song for sure. So overall, 5 out of 5 for finale and overall production, mixing, and execution. I think it had one song on here that I was really torn to give a 4 out of 5, which was Adderall. But other than that, this album's a banger for sure and will be on my best albums of 2022. So overall, in my opinion, I think Slipknot, the end so far, their final record with Roadrunner Records, was a really banging album, meaning a banger for sure. It it definitely rocks for sure, and I really like this track, not this track, this album, the end so far. Sorry if I said this track. So for a score for me, I'm giving Slipknot's new album, The End So Far, a 9 out of 10. This was a really good album. I think Yen started to grow on me throughout time. It just took a little bit of time to get used to that track, and I've gotten used to it. I wasn't sure if I was going to like that track at first, but it's a grower. It's a song that'll take time to grow on you. But that's just my opinion, at least. But Adderall is probably the least favorite of mine on this album. So the other 11 tracks did phenomenal. So 9 out of 10 for Slipknot, the end so far. Comment below. Let me know what you guys thought of the new Slipknot album, The End So Far. If you've listened to it, it's their final album with Roadrunner Records, and then they're going to find a new label, I guess, to be signed to for their next upcoming albums, from albums 8 to whatever album they go to, which I don't even know if they're gonna be doing music that much longer, but who knows? It's up to Corey Taylor and the band as well. But if you did enjoy this Slipknot album review for the end so far, comment below and let me know your thoughts on it. Tap a like on this video if you liked it. Subscribe to my channel if you can. Support the channel. Keep in mind this is just basically my opinion. If you don't agree with what I thought of Adderall, then listen to it for yourself and you'll find out why I don't really like it. Because the mixing's pretty off. But other than that, the rest of the album is pretty amazing. For sure. So, yeah. I will be returning to you for more videos. Probably before this video, it'll be the Paramore This Is Why track review. I don't know when I'm going to be able to find that, but I know I'm recording this on the 27th at like 6:30, but I'm going to be releasing it on the 28th at like 7 p.m. So definitely tune into this premiere video when you get the chance. I think it will be on September 28th at 7 p.m. I just was very undecided when I was gonna premiere it or so. But still, stay safe. Take care, guys. I would do more videos, but I'm gonna have to go through a Hurricane Ian or whatever, which kind of sucks. But I think I'll be fine. It's just a bad storm coming. But still, stay safe, take care, and as always, I will see you in my next review.